Hey, the thing you made this morning? What do you call it? This morning? If you're talking about this morning's breakfast, it's a panini. Is something wrong? Oh my God, you call that panini? I thought it was trash. Trash? I mean, you just put something between slices of bread and then you use that machine to heat up? It's not cooking, you know. If you are married to my son, you should be making something better than that. Even if you say that, I'm busy in the morning. I have to make packed lunches for myself and David too. I can't help but end up making simple things. It's only natural for a wife to make her husband's lunches. And did you say you are making packed lunches for yourself? Are you still working? Yes, I'm working today too. I'm on lunch break right now. My God! Why don't you quit your job already? You always use work as an excuse and not doing your job as a wife. You cooked a cold breakfast to your mother-in-law? It's unacceptable. It was cold because you woke up late, wasn't it? If you want a warm breakfast that much, why don't you make it yourself? Besides, yes, we do live in a duplex house. But I've honestly been thinking, why do I have to make breakfast for you? What's with that attitude? That's why you'll never get better at cooking. I have a good idea. Now, leave work early and come to my place. Right now? Come to think of it, I've never seen you cook. I'm sure you're not very good at it since you can only cook bad food. I'll personally check and teach you how to cook. Oh, you don't have to buy the ingredients. Or rather, you shouldn't. Being able to quickly prepare a meal with what's in the refrigerator is the true skill of cooking. Even so, paninis are a no-no. It's called cooking because you don't use a machine, but make it with your own hands. Understanding that is what it means to be a good wife. I'm sorry, I have to attend a meeting soon. What? A meeting? Yes, as an executive at an office, I have to attend this important meeting. What? You're a woman and you hold a position? What do you mean? If I am a woman, I can't hold a position? Whatever. So this is why you're bad at cooking, huh? What? This is what happens when you work too much and don't take care of your house. If you want to work like a man, you shouldn't have gotten married. Oh my. Why did David marry a woman like you? Now hurry up and finish work and come to my place. I can't do that. I have to go now, if you'll excuse me. Hey, Bianca! Hey, David. I got a message from your mother earlier. It seems like she didn't like the panini I made for breakfast. She messaged me too. Actually, she sent me a bunch of messages like, Bianca doesn't listen to me. Bianca is not doing good as your wife. Poor me, having to eat her bad cooking. Convince her to quit her job as soon as possible. I'm really sorry about my mother. I see. Hey, I want you to be honest with me. Is my cooking really that bad? What? Well, I'm not a professional chef or anything. So it might not be to everyone's taste. I'm busy in the mornings, so I can't deny that I cut corners when I cook breakfast. But I don't think it's that bad. I think your cooking is delicious. I really think you cook the tastiest food in the world, honey. I can't wait to finish my job and come home to your cooking. I'm glad you think that way. I'm making fried chicken for dinner tonight. Eat as much as you want when you come home. Yay, fried chicken. I feel like I can work super hard when I hear that. That's good. I'm relieved that you don't think I'm a bad cook. Your cooking has never been bad before. Why did my mom suddenly start saying that? Remember that I made Thanksgiving dishes this year? After that, she suddenly started pointing out my cooking skills. Come to think of it, that was the first time my mom ate your cooking. Did it not suit her taste? There's no way that's the reason. I don't understand why she'd criticize your cooking. I'm sorry about my mom. Don't worry about her. Just ignore what she says. Okay. But if she keeps bothering you, let me know. Okay, I will. Thank you, honey. But still, my mom acting like that while I'm out of the house for a business trip. It seems like something's wrong. I have a bad feeling about this. Really? I think she's just acting like her usual self. I don't think so. Actually, I got a plan. I can't believe you haven't quit your job yet. And what the hell is this? I can't believe you put something like this in the freezer. What's wrong? Freezer? Do you mean our freezer? Yes. I thought I'd use the opportunity while David's away to help you hone your cooking skills. But since you weren't here, I decided to do a surprise check of the fridge, as I thought it was really, really bad. You are 0 out of 10 as a wife. Could it be? Did you get into our house without permission? It's still part of my house, so what's the big deal? Just because it's a duplex doesn't mean our place is yours too. I've come to kindly teach you about your bad cooking. You have no right to complain, okay? So, what in the world is this disgusting food? What are you talking about? I haven't been cooking much lately since David's been on a business trip. Don't play dumb. It was that thing you made. I found it in the freezer. I defrosted it and ate it. But what the heck is that? I don't know what to say. Since David's on a business trip, I haven't made anything. But I found it in the freezer. Was this supposed to be stew or something? Huh? A stew? I don't know if I'd call it stew. It tasted so bad it made me sick and I wanted to go to the hospital. All the food you make is terrible. Is it really that bad? Your taste buds must be really messed up that you can't even taste it. That's why your food turns out so damn awful. I almost got sick, so I threw it out. I can't let David eat something like this. But you made that food yourself. What? You brought it over the other day saying you made too much, but I wasn't home, so I think you gave it to David. But we'd already eaten dinner that day, so I think David put it in the freezer. The next day, before David left on his trip, he told me it was in the freezer. Oh my God. Is that so? Yes, but I've been working overtime, so I've been eating dinner at the company cafeteria. I've left it in the freezer without eating it yet. That means... I know that I don't have any leftovers other than that. I'm sure it was made by you. Oh, I see. So it was so bad that it almost sent you to the hospital? Then it's a good thing I didn't eat it. So the person whose taste buds are so messed up is... Actually, it's yours, huh? Now that I think about it, I might have caught a cold. Maybe my taste buds were temporarily off? Oh, really? In that case, you'd better rest and get some rest for today. You're right. Well then, I will take some rest now. Welcome back, honey. Just as you said, your mother ate the stew. I knew it. So what did she say? She said it was awful. Well, of course. She told me that you set her up. She's saying crazy stuff like you added something to the food to make it taste bad. She was overreacting about it. But I was actually the one who planned to make her eat her own dish. I remember you gave me a serious look and said I shouldn't eat it. I wondered how bad it tasted. So, your mom is really bad at cooking, huh? Yeah. She says the secret ingredients to her stew are a bag of sugar, salt, and a box of butter. That's a lot of secret ingredients. It's not just bad, it's on a different level. And I think it's bad for your health. Yeah, it is. I think Mom believes she's good at cooking, but she is not aware that she is cooking inedible dishes. Is she the type of person who cooks food without tasting it? I think so. Breakfast was just simple store-bought bread and salad, and lunch was on our own. She cooked dinner for us, but she was concerned about stomach problems, so she would eat only fruits and yogurt. So no one said anything to her? Even if we told her, she wouldn't listen. Oh, I see. I can imagine that. Right? That's the whole reason my dad and mom got divorced. But my mom still doesn't get it. I see. Thankfully, my sister started cooking until she left home after marriage. And I moved out of the house after graduating high school. I never thought that she would bully my wife like this. I know it's a real pain, even if it's just a short-term temporary living arrangement. I'm really sorry. I felt a little relieved when I saw her criticizing her own stew. I think it's a big step for her to realize her lack of cooking skill. But, you know? Yeah, I guess we can't take this anymore. Hey, Rose? When I came home from work, the house was ransacked. And everything in the fridge is missing. You did it, didn't you? Yes, I've moved all of your groceries to my fridge. Your clothes and stuff have been moved to my place too. Why would you do that? Starting today, you'll be living in my place. What? And you'll be resigning from your job at the end of this month. What are you talking about? Because of your despicable actions, I've lost my patience. You not only bully me, your mother-in-law, but you neglect your cooking and bully your husband. You neglect your family by making excuses for your work. Your rotten mindset needs to be fixed. What are you talking about? Did I do something to you? This is going too far. I'm doing this for your sake. You know what? That Thanksgiving dinner? I told you to make it from scratch, didn't I? Yes, I did. Don't lie. You must have ordered them from a fancy restaurant. Otherwise, there's no way they could make it taste like that. What? Is that what you thought? I thought you didn't like them. Of course it suits my taste if it's made by a chef. In fact, it suited my taste so well, I knew you didn't make it. I'm mad that you're trying to hide your lack of cooking skills. You are also trampling on my kindness to do something about it. You even messed up the stew I made by adding something to it. And then, you act as if what I made was bad. Having such a disgraceful daughter-in-law is truly embarrassing. I actually want you to get divorced, but I'll give you a chance first. Now hurry and come to my place. I see. I'm going to discipline you from today. I don't want to. You don't have the right to refuse me. I'm sorry for being a bad cook. That's it. I will never cook again. How about you cook yourself starting today? What? I'm not coming back home today. David, you're coming back from your business trip tonight, right? Sorry, but I can't make dinner. I'm on my way from home to the hotel. I'll be staying at a hotel tonight. What happened? I just arrived at the station. Your mother took everything out of our fridge and put it in her house. She took all my personal items, clothes, and such too. The house was a mess when I got home earlier. Why did that happen? It's a long story, so I'll send you a screenshot. Read everything and you will understand why I ended up staying in a hotel. Okay, I will check it. Mother, Bianca told me what happened. You came to our house without permission and moved most of the stuff to your place. Bianca also said she's not coming home tonight. That's right. I was going to discipline her to be a perfect wife, but she has no guts. But don't you think it's a good opportunity? What do you mean? You're coming back from your business trip today, right? Starting tonight, I'll cook dinner for you for a while. You haven't eaten my food for a long time. I bet you miss the taste of your mother's cooking, don't you? No way, I don't want that. What? What do you mean by discipline? What's your problem with Bianca's cooking? How dare you? Because, like the Thanksgiving dishes. I'm sure Bianca made all of those from scratch. What? I was there helping her. So, the stew from the other day? Bianca didn't do anything to it. That was the taste of your cooking, Mom. I don't want to remember that taste of your cooking ever again. What? What do you mean? I put it in the freezer as soon as I got it from you. I told Bianca not to touch or eat it. To deliberately make your cooking taste bad to belittle you. Bianca, who works at a food company and is responsible for reducing food waste, would never do such a thing. What? Bianca does that kind of work? What? So that stew was really just what I made? That can't be true. Bianca must have done something. David, you're being fooled by Bianca. There's no way a woman like her could be in charge of a company. Wake up, David. Since she left, why not just get divorced? Let's live together, just you and me. Mom, get out of that house as soon as possible. What? Did you forget that we're only living together for a limited time? What? I thought you were joking about that. What are you talking about? The place where you're staying is meant for Bianca's parents. What? That's the first I've heard of that. They're coming back from overseas next month and moving in there. I'm pretty sure I told you about it. Wait a minute. I won't wait. You have the nerve to bully Bianca when you are living here out of Bianca's kindness? But if I leave here, I won't have a home. You know that I was unfairly forced out of my previous apartment. You were kicked out of your old apartment for cooking stinky food that stunk up the room. What part of that is unfair? Did you forget that you had to pay for the damages? That's... In the first place, Uncle is supposed to offer you a live-in job. What? I thought I turned that down. You're supposed to go there as soon as Bianca's parents come back. Originally, we were going to let you stay with us until next month. And now, it just moved it up a month. No way! I don't want that! I thought this would be my own home. What are you talking about? That house is originally Bianca's family home. Really? That's one of the most important things we discussed when we decided to temporarily live together. Why would you forget all that? Because I thought you were the landlord here. After all, since you are the husband, you are higher in status than Bianca, right? And I, as the mother, would be above the wife. And you know, I thought this house would become mine too. I can't believe how selfish are you. I'm going to stay at a hotel with Bianca tonight. What? Why? Why are you surprised? There's no way I'm going back to the house where you are waiting. Please pack your stuff now. Oh no. I just called Uncle to come and get you. Get your things ready so you can leave that house by the weekend. Wait, David. I'm sorry. Please let me stay here. I don't want a live-in job. Help me. Over the weekend, Rose was picked up by David's uncle, and she was taken to a live-in job. According to what I heard, it was pretty physical work. Rose, who used to laze around, is now forced to work every day. After Rose left, we had to hire a cleaning service for the mess that Rose caused. Of course, all the cost was also billed to Rose. It will be embarrassing to welcome my parents in a messy house, you know? Unlike Rose, who doesn't have much common sense, my parents don't just barge into my house or demand breakfast be made for them. My husband and my parents are getting along well, and we're living happily now.